Hello, this is wmpyr. I have seen some really fit people do some amazing stuff with the rack on YouTube. So I want to take the opposite approach in this video and basically show a handful of exercises to help you guys out that the average person should be able to do. So let's get started. The first thing is, me personally, I really like the jumping like this, going 1, 2, 3, 4, and keep going like that. Tucking the knees all the way to my chest really taxes the cardio and works my core muscles, but that may be a little bit too hard for some people. So in that case, you don't have to go over this bar, okay? You can just grab more back over here on the handles, and you can just go 1, 2, 3, and make sure that you're holding on using your arms to make your landing nice and light so that you don't land hard. You go 1, 2, and 3. So if I really want to tax myself, I'll do 50 and then start all the exercises right here. I recommend like 30 should be pretty good. Okay, so moving along, we're going to turn this around like this. And the next one that I like is to hold on like this and basically lift the knees. 1, 2. Now this might be a little bit too hard for some people, so in that case, then you don't have to keep yourself suspended the whole time. Grab on and just go 1 and then land. I'm completely landed, and then 2. So I'm actually pushing off the ground to help me, so I'm only suspending myself for a short period of time. So I go 1, 2, 3, just like that, and probably 30 would be a good number like that. And also another one that's also good is, remember with this, you're using your upper body, your arms, but not as much as keeping yourself suspended the whole time, trying to do some stuff like this. That's a lot harder. So another one is, you could go 1, 2, 3, like this. So my arms are on the bar the whole time like this, okay? And then I'm just alternating knee lifts. So these are the knee lifts right here. So the first one is the tuck like this. So just tuck, land, tuck, land, tuck, land. Do like 30. Another good one is, once again, do 30 like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you have problems with your ankles and your knees and stuff like that, you can make it very, very light. Then you're going to be using more arm to hold yourself up and make your landing very, very light, to where you're just tapping the ground. So let's move on to the next one. The next one is, I like to grab this, put it on my thighs, and then calf raise like this. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. So what I'm doing here is, I have to hold the rack up, so I'm using a little bit of arm, and then I'm working my calf muscles. Alright, so this next set of exercises, you want the rack facing that way, okay, that way. And basically you're going to have two options: to grab the low bar down here, or to grab the high bar up here. If you grab the lower one, it's just going to make the exercises a lot harder. If you grab the top one, it's going to be easier. So that's up to you. So the most basic thing to do is from here and just do push-ups like this. Go 1, 2, and 3. And of course, if you grab the lower bar, it's going to be harder. Now, if you're having a hard time with push-ups, what you can do is to grab the bar like this and then just do like a mini push-up like this, but to make it more interesting, you're going to throw your knees like this. So you go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's a mini push-up on the upper body, but mainly it's about bringing your knee forward like this, like that. Okay, now you can do this just doing the knee, but then I think it's more of a stretch, and it's not that difficult to do. So like I said, I like to incorporate the arms a little bit. Alright, so the other thing that you can do is mountain climbers. Alright, so mountain climbers is like this. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you could do 30 or even 50 of that, that should be a pretty good warm-up or cool-down, depending on what you're doing. Or just as a standalone exercise, I think it's really awesome. An easier version of that is this one right here, where you're just throwing the knees like this, like you're running. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you should be able to do like 100 of these, no problem. And the other way is, I'm bringing the knees in right now, but you could also bring your feet back like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So once again, be the last two that I just showed you, this one and this one, is pretty easy, so you should be able to do like 50 to 100 of those. All right, or just time it for a full minute, or maybe even 3 minutes. All right, so last but not least, you could also work your hamstring muscles. So you could go like this, 1, 2, 3, and work each leg like that. The cool thing is, if you come forward this way, you could also do front leg raises with a nice support right here. So you could go 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. All right, so thank you for watching, and take care, folks.